fundamental reason that policing exists is to protect and serve. We respond to make people's day better and to improve the condition of their life when they're in crisis. It is critically important when we meet people in their worst day or worst hour or worst minute of their lives to be at our best, to understand the human struggle, to show empathy, care, and compassion, to help people with a hand up. And it is so important for us to be at our best when we are responding to a crisis for one of our residents. The DPD is an organization of people who truly care. We engage our community, we know our community, we serve our community, and we protect our community.
Like it or not, there's people out here that are willing to hurt each other, and if we didn't exist as a deterrent to that, I just can't imagine what kind of world we would live in.
You see the weirdest stuff, and you've never seen it all.
You could be out at a community engagement playing with the kids 1 minute, and then you're making a traffic stop and pulling drugs off somebody the next.
I think it really helps you grow as a police officer because you're exposed to so much, and there's a lot of stuff to take the time to think through, work on it with your partners, so it makes work fun.
When you're surrounded with good partners and good supervisors, that makes all the difference in the world.
When you're a police officer, you're covering each other's back, you're actually looking out for each other's safety and life, and you develop a relationship with your co-workers that's unmatched in other industries.
We build each other up, we help each other.
Everything is done as a team.
I mean, that's important when you have a SWAT team because you're going to these search warrants, you're going to these potentially dangerous places.
I have to trust these people with my life, but there's never a moment where I wouldn't.
We all really enjoy our jobs because we do make a difference in people's lives.
I became an industrial engineer and worked in engineering for 22 years. I became very bored with the job and needed something a little more fast-paced, a little more variety of tasks.
I was a biologist before I became an officer. I loved my science job, I love critical thinking, I love problem solving, but I didn't have the opportunity to share it with people. And so that's what drew me to police work, is the opportunity to connect with the community.
It feels good when you actually can see progress and feel like you're making a difference, especially in a community where you live.
I love going to the community meetings and talking to people, working on the long-term problem solving and coming up with solutions with our community-oriented policing unit. It sounds cliche, but I'm kind of working my dream job right now.
Growing up, I had a couple mentors that were police officers who were actually my basketball coaches. I really looked up to them, and it gave me a different perspective that, yeah, you don't have to be a product of your environment. There is better out there. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to be able to give back and be in a position where I can reach out to at-risk youth and show them the same things that my mentors were able to show me.
We do a lot of community outreach, from officers volunteering at the soup kitchen to shop with a cop. We do all these, the little things that go a long way.
The police department will hold events throughout the year to make the connections with community members.
Kids, Cops, Cars, an event that we put on every year with public safety partners.
They bring down different vehicles for the kids to look at, adults to look at. They can tour a command staff vehicle that TRT uses.
The inside of a squad car and how a car works, and the kids always want to go in the cage. That's the coolest part for them.
In the summer, we get to take kids out fishing.
It's a lot of fun, and it's another good opportunity for young kids to get to meet officers and spend some time with them.
It's putting a face, a human face, to the police department in these communities.
It kind of humanizes us as law enforcement. We're not robots or anything like that. We're humans as well. We can have a face-to-face conversation. We can laugh, we can dance, we can do just about everything that a normal person would.
People may not think cops have a sense of humor. I mean, we do, and you'd be surprised at times.
People oftentimes only ever have encounters with the police in their worst moments of life. So to see us in a positive light like this, I think is really important.
As far as the department, there's a lot of opportunities because it is a pretty big agency, so there's a lot going on.
violent crimes, which range from anything from homicides to suspicious death investigations.
Community policing officers that are assigned to neighborhoods.
We also have a domestic violence response team.
The SWAT team, tactical response team.
If there's bomb threats or suspicious bags or packages, we'll go check those out.
Whether you want to be a juvenile investigator or traffic investigator, sex crimes, abuse and neglect.
You like mountain biking? You can be a cop on a mountain bike.
With a department as big as ours, there's always opportunities for movement.
Everybody's pretty open here, so if you're interested in something in a particular area, just walk into the investigations office and start talking to the investigators about that position.
When I applied for the HRA position, that was something that I found unique because it was dealing with these apartment complexes.
This year they posted for a canine spot, which I put in for, something I've always been interested in. Part of the reason why I went to Duluth is because I knew I could open my career up to something new.
I applied for our crime scene investigations. That's very exciting. It's something that I would have never even thought of I'd be doing in my career.
There is legit something for everyone here to do.
And you'll learn the Duluth way about our policies and our procedures and how we treat our community and how we engage our community. And so when an officer finally is done with their in-house training and then done with the FTO program, they truly are ready to serve our community in a capacity that is fitting of the Duluth Police Department.